Jai Hind everyone. On behalf of Government Exams Funda, I'll share an important topic from FCAT point of view, that is idioms. We generally see 5 questions from this topic, which means directly you get 15 marks in the verbal ability section. I will today share the most expected idioms from exam perspective and also tell some tricks to remember them easily and how to use eliminating the options technique in idioms. So the first one we have is on chance mare. So seeing the word mare here, we can directly eliminate options like on an elephant and on a lion and on a bicycle. So here we can clearly see the eliminated options, and then shank here means lower leg between knee and ankle, and use of mare, that is horses, is for travel. So on shank's mare means on one's foot. Example we can take like my bicycle fell apart from 3 miles away from home, so I had to use shank's mare to go to the rest of the way. So likewise we can eliminate the options of idioms and find the correct option. So the next one we have is pull no punches, and the options are to speak politely, frankly, rudely and sweetly. So here pull no punches means to speak bluntly and directly without regard to whether to one's word may upset someone. So the correct option is to speak frankly. The next one we have is to take French leave. ये आप में से काफ़ी लोगों को आता होगा. So it means go away without telling anyone. That is leave without any intimation. So this is the correct option. Back to square one. It means return to where one started. Start all over again. That is come to the original point. So option number 4 is correct here. हम इसको एग्जाम्पल में ऐसे यूज कर सकते हैं कि his ideas didn't work, so he had to go back to square one. Next we have is dead heat. It means close contest that ends in a tie. So option number 2 is correct. हम इसको यूज कर सकते हैं कि the race or the contest was a dead heat. The bee's knees. It is quite an interesting one. इसका मतलब होता है an excellent or of high quality. That is extraordinary. So option number 3 is correct here. इस एक्सप्रेशन का origin unclear है, but some people believe that it is a reference to the fact that bees carry their pollen in sacs on their knees, and the expression alludes to this goodness of theirs. So the bee's knees means extraordinary. Chicken hearted. It means lacking courage, coward. So the correct option is B, cowardly. Now we have see eye to eye. It means if two people see eye to eye, they agree with each other. So the correct option is C, which is agree with someone. So now we have a damp squib. It is something which is disappointing because it is not exciting or effective. So the correct option is option number B, which is a disappointed result. It can be any event or performance. So for this we can use damp squib. Next we have is all agog. It means full of interest and excitement. So option number D. Lose one's marbles. It means become insane. So the third option is correct, become insane. If we use it for a person, it means that their ideas or behavior is strange, as if they have become insane. So the next word we have is in a jiffy. It means suddenly. So the option B is correct. A very short time. An example is I will be with you in a jiffy. So the Next word we have is sang-froid. It is a French origin word and it means to be at peace or calm. So the option number A is correct, which is composer. So the next word we have is not playing with the full deck. मतलब पूरे पत्तों के साथ नहीं खेलना. So the correct option here is someone who lacks intelligence. अगर मैं आपको अपने पे एग्जाम्पल लेके यूज़ करूँ तो वी कैन यूज़ इट लाइक दैट. इफ़ आई टीच यू इकोनॉमिक्स then it will not be playing with a full deck because I lack intelligence in that subject. Next we have is wide of the mark. It means to be wrong or inaccurate. So the option number A is correct, which is inaccurate. Now we have is tickled pink. It means greatly pleased. So option A is correct, very happy or amused. So the example we can use is I was tickled pink to see my friend after so long. Next one we have is between the devil and the deep sea. It means to be in a dilemma. If we have to choose between two equally unpleasant course of action. Now we have lynch law. It is law of the mob. So option number 3 is correct. It is practice of punishing a person by mob action without proper trial. So for that we use lynch law. The next one we have is pillar to post. It means moving from one place to another, moving aimlessly around. Particularly it means moving aimlessly around. So the next idiom we have is in a pickle. It means in an embarrassing or awkward situation. So the option D is correct. जैसे हिंदी में बोल देते हैं पानी पानी हो जाना, in an embarrassing situation. So for example we can say police was in a pickle when their senior officer was caught taking bribe. So this is how we can use in a pickle in sentence. So the next idiom we have is to throw a fit. It means to become very or unreasonably angry, which can be due to outburst of frustration or rage. So the option correct is express extreme anger. Option number 3. So we will discuss some more important idioms, now not in form of options. Now in this tabular form type we will discuss one by one. So the first one we have is by dint of. It means as a result of something. As a result of something when you get by requesting or either by threatening. It can be anything. Next one we have is cash cow. It is a good way to make money, a business or investment that generates a large amount of profit. So the example we can use here is when he purchased stocks 10 years ago, he never expected it to become such a cash cow. The next one we have is Freudian slip. It means a speaker's unintentional mistake revealing his true thoughts. So the next one we have is in a trice. It means without causing any delays. So the example we can use is I'll be there in a trice. So stop calling me so often. The next one we have is just desserts. It means get what one deserves for. So the next idiom we have is vent the spleen. So the word here spleen means bad temper. That is bad temper. So the exact meaning of this idiom is to express anger. So the example we can use here is politicians use press conference as an opportunity to vent their spleen on reporters. The next idiom we have is yoke around someone's neck. It means a type of burden or pressure. Buying a house on installments may become a yoke around the neck. So that is how we can use this word, yoke around someone's neck. So the next word is eke out. It means to make a living or support, to supplement or to add to something. So for example, we can say the old man eked out his pension by selling vegetables from his garden. So this is a common habit which we see in Japanese people. Dot the I's and cross the T's. It means to do something very carefully and in lot of detail. So for example, we can say she writes highly accurate reports by dotting the I's and crossing the T's. The next word we have is jump the gun. It means to do something too early, especially without thinking. So for example, we can say media jumped the gun and gave out their verdict of the scandal even before investigating it completely. So jump the gun means do something too early. So the other idiom is itchy feet, which means feeling a need to travel, which we all are feeling in COVID nowadays. So the next idiom is high on the hog. It means living in luxury, to live a luxurious life. He will not be able to live in this condition because he always had it from high on the hog. So this is how we can use this idiom in sentences. The next idiom which we have is powder keg. It means a very dangerous situation or place in which something very bad could happen at any given point of time. Egg someone on. It means to urge or strongly encourage them to do something, especially something not wise enough. For example, she didn't really want to learn to drive, but her children kept egging her on. Egg someone on, to urge someone. So friends, I'll end this video here. Hope you all got an idea on how to mark the correct idiom when in doubt. So Jai Hind everyone. Please do like, comment, share the video and subscribe the channel.